Artificial intelligence. You may have seen recently people talking a lot about AI. With the new, with it, with the widespread, with the recent widespread, especially when it comes to stuff like AI art, which is a very controversial topic, which as a non-artist, I am not really in the realm to give an opinion. But let's just say AI is pretty good these days. But before AI inevitably kills us all, before before AI inevitably kills us all in the future, probably about not probably in the far but before AI inevitably kills us all, probably in the far future, like 2025, I thought it'd be cool to see if AI could truly live up to someone like myself. I've made a lot of map packs now. I recently calculated it. It's more than 20 in 5 years. So that's like 4 a year. And I've been slowing down, so I used to make a lot. But I wanted to see if AI could at least match some of my older works, because I absolutely know it is not going to even closely match my newer work. AI just isn't there yet. Now, unfortunately, I can't just hook up an AI to Mari Zero. So I'm going to have to, you know, be a bit. Now, unfortunately, I can't just hook up an AI generator into Mario and have it generate. And unfortunately, I can't just hook up an AI to Mari Zero and have it work and make levels. So I'm going to have to be a bit creative. So I'm going to be asking for ideas and then making it myself. It's not true one-to-one artificial intelligence, but I'm going to be doing everything as the AI says. And for this, I'm going to be using Chat GPT. You can make it do all kinds of stuff. You can make it write code for you, and apparently explain computing, and apparently explain quantum computing in simple terms. But we're not going to be doing any of that. We're going to be asking it to come up with one Mario level idea. I know it likes to come up with multiple, so I'll put one. Okay. The level starts with oh, it's actually it's actually given me a full like layout, which is nice. Ooh, so it's actually come up with a rough outline for the level. That's super neat. So I guess we can use this to roughly make the level. But first, we're also going to need a theme and a tile set. So what should the theme of the level be? It's given me multiple. It's writing a full list. It's going to take a while. I like how it says the best theme for the levels. I like how it says the best theme of the. I love how it says the best theme for your level will depend on what you want to achieve and what elements you want to include, when it literally knows what elements it said it was going to have. That's funny. But yeah, there's a lot here, so I'm going to ask it, what what theme do you think would work best for the level? Ooh, it likes the jungle and forest theme idea. I went for that sort of aesthetic for him. Ooh, okay, no, I will wait until it's finished because it's just not shutting up. Ooh, that's interesting. It really likes forest and jungle, which is actually super convenient because us has a jungle tile set which I can reuse because I'm lazy. It also says that slippery surface, an ice base level, or an underground cave. Honestly, that was its second idea, so we're not going for that. And I don't think ice would work well in a level about platforming, a lot of platforming. So we have an idea for the theme and the level design. Let's get a name for the map pack. What should no give me 5 ideas for the name of the level. The Lost Jungle. Okay, so the only name that actually applies to the jungle is the Lost Jungle. So we're gonna go for that one. But also we need a description. Give me um give me ideas for the tag description for the description of the level. Ooh. um um I think that's a bit too loud. So we're gonna have to try and create it a bit, but I can do that myself. It's still its idea, so should be okay. Oh my god, it's actually going on. Can I cancel it? Because no, I can't. It's just gonna keep going and 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 going. So we have the idea for the level and its design and its theme. So we have a level design and we have a level theme and we also have the title and description, kinda, for the map pack. So what else have we got to create? Maybe I should ask, what enemies should the level use? I'll put specifically the jungle level use. Okay, so we're going to add some Goombas. Koopa's kind of basic, but Koopa's kind of basic. Oh my god, it's literally using common enemies. That's hilarious. Hammer Bros, okay. Jungle Fuzzies. What's different? Are they green? Okay, I think we have a good idea of what we want to create. So let's get into the designing. All right, welcome back. So I've just quickly gone and grabbed a good amount of the tiles from us, as well as the background, which doesn't work because the screen's too small. Also, just Also, I'm going to quickly mention this now, but I am using a modified version of Allison's entities. So if you notice, if I go to custom, you might notice the button here that says reload all. That's because it's part of my... No. Also, just a quick disclaimer, I am using a modified version of Allison's entities, as well as my own custom pack, which basically means if you see things like this, reload all button, which you might notice in this entity menu, which reloads whatever it is, that is not a part of AE at the moment, at the very least. It's a part of my modified client, and if you see me do something like this, where I can reload with sprites, declutter tiles, swim in air, set bullet time to on in the editor, it's just because it's part of my own mod. And you might also notice that a plus. So yeah, let's get to designing. So first of all, it says the level starts with a simple platforming section to get the player accustomed to the controls. Not sure why they would be, not sure why they wouldn't be, but yeah, I can do that. So I'm probably going to work on just kind of using temporary tiles, and I'll go back and style everything later. Usually I work with SMB, but because that'd be a lot more boring to you guys, I'm going to actually kind of detail it, but not go back and add the grass and other sets of details later on. But for now, we'll just do the bare minimum. So get the player accustomed to the controls. So we might think about adding, is that a start point? I'm definitely going to be speeding up a lot of parts. So if you see it, I'm also going to probably speed up a lot of things and maybe even skip some parts. But don't worry, you're not missing anything important. That's the grind when you make map packs. There we go. Very basic. You learn to move and you learn to jump. You don't really need anything else for this map pack. So let me move this forward a bit. We'll have it be, right after here. So we'll move this over to here. Then kind of end off with a drop. So the second part is the player comes across a set of moving platforms that they must navigate to reach the next section. Okay, so we're going to be using a platform spawner. So we can put that at the top. And we'll have the speed be, we'll have it be 2. So we should come down any second. There we go. So yeah, there's going to be some platforms. Let's use these for some ground. So 3, 4, 5. Also, I feel like 2 is a bit too small. So let's have it be 3, but we'll have the delay be 1.5, so they spawn a bit quicker. And then we'll have this one be up 1.5. The speed is 3. And there we go. So we have a very basic level design. I tried not to take too much creative interpretation because it is an AI's map pack. So we have some fast moving platforms at the end that take you back around. Maybe we could add some coins there. But yeah, that's a very basic second part of the level. The third area, the player encounters a group of Goombas and must defeat them using jumps or power-ups to proceed. That sounds to me like a bit of a door being blocked and you have to kill a certain amount of enemies before entering. Or it could simply just be, nah, I'm just gonna go with that. I'm not gonna dig too deep into it. It's a fucking AI. No, it's just an AI, so yeah, we have 3 Goombas here. And you can simply add a region trigger, have a set of bricks, and then you can use a tile tool with the function set to break, and then you can simply hook up a NOT gate to this and link it up to the NOT gate. Oops. Oh, we need to set it to enemy. Maybe we should hook up an AND. The game is very weird sometimes. So we'll hook up a delay to here and link the second one to this, first one to this, and this one to here. So now, whoops, I suck apparently. Now when I kill them all, it opens. Nice, that's exactly what we were looking for. So I'll just finish off detailing the section a bit, and we'll be good to move on to the next section of the level. Also, I know it didn't say, but I'm going to add some additional enemies to the level. And I'll put a Koopa down here. So the fourth section is a series of obstacles such as gaps, enemies, and vertical walls that they must overcome using a combination of running, jumping, and timing. Okay, seems basic enough. Ooh, we're already out of space. I'm going to have to extend the level a bit. This one's going to be a lot more boring, so it's time for another time lapse. I know you're starting to love them. I just realised how how boring the uncut version's going to be, because you're going to be sitting here watching through the video of me just sitting here and doing nothing. If you're expecting me to provide any commentary, you are mistaken. I haven't used these bridge tops yet. Maybe we shouldn't include a few. Ugh. All right, let's get some enemies in here then. So we're gonna pass. So it said specifically Goombas, Koopas, Hammer Bros, Piranha Plants, and fuzzies, green fuzzies. I already know what I'm gonna do with the fuzzies. I know I'm gonna shove those. I might shove a few in now. Here on these platforms, there's gonna be a few. Tracks are better, honestly. And you can just set them to invisible, and boom. I'm gonna have to create a version of Goombas that spawn on load. Thankfully, I have a good idea of how I'll do that, so I'll leave them as custom Goombas for now. And you know what? Over here, it said piranha plants, but I don't have any pipes. So I might have to go back and add some pipe tiles in later, but for now we'll just use normal pipes. So I'll shove one in here. So there we go. And you can jump down and do hammer bro things. Also, I just noticed we haven't been adding in items yet. So I'll start adding some in. Alright, so there we go. So we're done with the enemy section. I might add a few things down here later, but for now we're focusing on what the AI has told us to do. After making the way through the obstacles, the player arrives at a mini boss fight arena. That's exactly what this map pack needs, a boss. For the boss, it says fight against a Koopa Trooper or a Piranha Plant. But honestly, I'm kind of confused on what to even do. So I think I'll come back to it. But for now, just so it's not empty, I'll add in some piranha plants because, of course, I'm going to make these spawn on loads too. Actually, we'll do a bit of both. I'll have to go back and make sure that they actually spawn on load, but I should now just be able to copy over the logic and copy over the tiles. So you're going to need a fire flower to kill these. So I'll add a power up that gives you a fire flower here, just in case you don't get one. How do I make it always give a fire? There we go. So we have a little boss section in now. So, upon defeating the mini-boss, the player is rewarded with a power-up or an extra life and continue on the next part of the level. Oh, so it doesn't have to be... So it's not going to be a thing. I like that better, actually, because we already had a Goomba section that required you to do this. It's actually quite smart about that. How do we spawn a 1-up? Oh, God. There it is. I knew there was one here somewhere. So I'm going to put that there. And I'll hook that up to here. So it means that I don't have to have an extra. So the player actually has to come in with a fire flower. So if I give myself a fire flower start. There we go. That's good enough for me. I'm too lazy to do this. Okay, so the final section of the level is a series of increasingly difficult challenges. Okay, so it's just a lot more level design. I can do that. Oh, more level design. Exactly what we wanted. I suppose we should stick with the theme and use more platforms. Actually, for this one, I think going upwards might be better. And I'll have the speed. Okay, I like the speed, but I think it should be a little slower. So let's do 4. So here you'd want to have it go up. So you'd have a little platform. Oh, so you'd have a little platform here. You can go up, across. Or you could maybe go underneath. I don't know. Also, I've realized there's a big neglecting decoration a bit. So let me go back and add a bit. Okay, the level design is done, mostly at the very least. I think the last thing I'm going to do is add a couple of coins, just because a level needs coins. We're making a traditional Mario map pack, so coins are on the table. Also, let's add our background in. Change the height by 1 to make it apply. Add in a roof. And last off, a cam stop to make sure that the camera obeys the laws of movement. I'll go back and tile this later. Let's just get the boss done. So let me just quickly set up the room. Let's put in big old Junior. And it's going to be a boss. And just to make the level a bit more interesting, let's have a pipe that spawns Goombas. And if you didn't know, fun fact, if you look up a spawn tool or spawn, if you look, also fun fact, if you look, also fun fact, if you link up a spawner to a repeat, fun fact, if you look up, fun fact, if you hook up a spawner to a, fuck, what the fuck is it called again? A clock. It's called a square wave. Fun fact, if you hook up a spawner to a square wave, you can actually get it to spawn enemies on a cycle. Of course, that's way too low. So we're going to set on time to 3, and we'll leave off time as it is. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's a good enough boss room, I think. It's fairly basic. It doesn't need to be anything special. I suck. Doesn't need to be anything special. It's a boss. And yeah, once you kill it, it lets you move on to the next level. Okay, I think I've got a couple of things to do. I've got to edit some custom enemies, finish finalizing the level design, and then we'll have a look at what we've created together. But first, we got to finalize those details. So we're going to go over to title, and we're going to set it to The Lost Jungle. And the description is going to be, dare you venture into the heart of okay, and there we go. All it needs now is an icon. That's good enough for me. I think I'm going to quickly finish off the details and then we'll come back and have a look at the final product. This is going to be fun. It is complete. I've gone through and I've added all the details. I've finalized a couple of things. I've done all the custom enemies and it's ready to test. So let me show you what I've done. As you've noticed, I made a couple of small improvements to the graphics. I've also added our fuzzy buddies with the new green texture. We have a cool level here with some coins. Ooh, ooh. I am bad, just so you guys know. And then we have the section where we have to kill the Goombas to progress. Okay. All I have to do is not die. There we go. We got some Koopas. Oh, let's rush past this guy. Okay. And as you can see, I've also added pipe. I'll fix that. Don't worry. I also need to add a checkpoint. I'm not sure why the Coopers didn't spawn. I know why now. Auto delete. Ugh. Okay, let's try that again. Thinking with portals. Oh, can't get rid of him, so I can't get the one up, sadly. Not even bothering. Are you joking me? I completely forgot. I could just do this. Yeah. Most importantly, I can get myself a fire flower. So I guess these plants just don't count. Honestly, I'm too lazy to fix. Nice. Ooh. Ooh, Goombas are coming. Oh! I'll be back in a second. Good. No! Surely one of these is a mushroom. Alright, we are in for another time, and this time we got a fire flower. Ooh. Did it! Ooh! Nice! And there we go, that's the end of the map pack. So, how does this... Very cool. So, how does this answer our question? Is AI truly better at making map packs? The answer is, let's be honest, 90% of the work was still done by me, so... I do genuinely believe that AI is going to be super useful for brainstorming, for coming up with ideas for... I just realized there are grass tiles missing where those coins are. That's going to annoy me. I'm going to fix that now. Man, this game's weird. But yeah, overall though, I really think there is a good future for AI specifically. But overall, I do think it's going to be very useful moving forward for coming up with ideas and for coming up with mechanics. But the actual designing and the testing and the checking and all of the work's still going to be quite manual. And I prefer it that way. I like to be in control. I don't want people making him bloody. I don't want people making bloody him 57. What would the name be? Um um Pasta. You know, it's it just doesn't work. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna go back to bed. So see you all next month, hopefully. Hopefully I won't have to skip a month again. Just before I go, I just wanted to mention that the map pack download will be in the description below in case you want to check out this work of art. Is that what you'd call it? I don't think I'd call it that.